welcome to course number 1 of our Cuban motion. I'm so glad you joined me. Today we're going to talk about the basics of how to get your hips moving. It doesn't matter if you're a man or if you're a lady. There are two very basic things. The Cuban motion is produced through total mechanics in the body, through your bones and your muscles. It doesn't matter if you are 15 years old or if you're 95 years old. We all have the same bones, the same joints, or most of us have the same ones. And if we're using them the right way, you can start moving your hips. You don't have to be an acrobatic. We will get you going and we're going to get you moving. Let's talk about some basic principles. You have a skeletal structure in your body, meaning we all have the same bones and we have the joints. We can move in certain directions, right? We have rotating joints where I can really turn something 360, and then I have joints where I only can bend it in a certain direction, like a hinge joint, right? Like your elbow or your knee, right? Then we have that structure. Then we have our muscular build. So with the muscles, all the different muscles in our body, I can now fine tune and can control what I'm doing in my body and how I produce the motion. So think of it like the fine tuning versus the rough mechanical piece of it. To have a beginning of Cuban motion, and again, Cuban motion refers to the action in your hips. Cuban motion you use in most rhythm or Latin dances, especially rumba, cha-cha, mambo or salsa, merengue. You definitely, there's Cuban motion in a lot of those dances, and any of the information you're learning today in the next couple courses applies to multiple dances. So again, you're getting a one-stop deal for many, many other dances to use. Okay, let's talk about the mechanical part of how to get your pelvis moving. We have two legs, equal straight legs, and equally long legs. And on top of the two legs, we have the pelvis sitting, right? So we have the two femurs of the thighs going into the hip. And that's why I'm even and that's why I'm straight. Yeah? If one of those legs or one of those femurs suddenly gets shorter, I'm creating irregularity, and I'm creating, if there's the hip on top of it and one gets shorter, my hip starts tilting because my hip drops. And that's how mechanically I'm starting to move my hips. So the way to do that is by bending your knee.